Welcome back to another Toy Thursday. Brendan here, Dad Planet. Hey, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you are not new to the channel, shout out to all my day ones. I really appreciate having all of you, as always. So you guys know how this goes. We're going to take 10 monster bolos from the eBay catalog, feature them here. This is like, make you go two ways. It can motivate you to go out into the wild and try to find similar items. Or it can drive you to drink if your sales are as horrible as mine are right now in like the middle of November. So this was recorded November 12th, 2020. I can almost guarantee you that the bolos that you see, these are all going to be toy related, all used, will still be relevant a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now. So pay very close attention to them. We're going to start this video off with a bang. Before we do that, let's do a little housekeeping. If you have a bolo that is similar, a used toy sold for a huge dollar amount, doesn't matter where you sourced it, give me a shout out at dadplanetofficial@gmail.com. If it makes sense, I'm going to shout you out as the seller. Maybe I'll feature your store on the segment as well. But anyway, yeah, let's start it off with a bang here. A 1950s Yanzawa space robot car. Now, the likelihood of you or I or anyone finding this is almost impossible, according to the item description, because it seems like there was only 4 of these made. The detail on it, though, is absolutely incredible, and it sounds like the original owner bought 2 of them for both of their kids. Well, here's one of them, and it was also recently appraised at around the $6,000 mark. So let's assume that it sold for close to this. It is certainly extremely rare, and yeah, $6,000 for a little toy. I mean, this could end up in a museum. You'd never really know. This could just be a collector that wanted something rare. But $6,000 for a battery-operated tin toy that is super, super cool is unbelievable, if you ask me. I mean, that just blows my mind. So, yeah, I mean, I'd say keep your eye out for it and be on the lookout for it, but the odds of us finding it are like impossible. So anyway, it's a huge sale. I had to feature it on the show because it's one of those that just makes you go, wow. We'll move on to one that you might have hanging around. And I know one of you has this in the attic downstairs, like maybe in a box with all your plush. Disney, Lady and the Tramp. This is Angel, stuffed animal, 10-inch. This is certainly a bolo. So if you look at her little award, it says Best of Show on it. I have the sold comps right here. Not a lot in the last 90 days, but over 180, around $200 if you've got one. What I like about the one I see here is there was the most recent sale on September 30th for $180 and free shipping. This buyer went all out, priced it at like $100 more. That's my style for sure when I price items. Shout out to you, seller. But listen, if you have Angel floating around in the old plush from years past, go dig her out, and if you can part with her, you're gonna get $300. So yeah, great sale, and we will move on to the next one. Now, the inflatables market, along with all of the mid-90s stuff that's just flying off the shelves, all of the mid-80s stuff that's just flying off the shelves, toy-related, selling for huge, huge dollar amounts. This one got 16 bids and was bid up to $375. I actually have a Homer Simpson Santa in my inventory right now that I have listed for $299 or best offer. Search Craigslist and search Marketplace for inflatables to flip on eBay, because the market is insane. And when I say that, this is based on me doing the research. I spend the vast majority of my time researching the advanced search tab on eBay. That's how I learn a lot of kind of what I know, what to look for in conjunction with the solds on the eBay app when I'm in store. So I know when I'm telling you the inflatables market is scorching hot right now, it is. So keep your eye out for all sorts of inflatables, because you're going to make a ton of money. But yeah, I thought this one was cute, $375. There's some in the $500, $600, $700,000 range. It's insane. So keep your eye out for inflatables for sure. We'll move on to the next one. Now, the reason I have this here as a BOLO, not just because it's a BOLO in and of itself, is because this one was bid up to $280, and this was the seller's second go around. I think it was bid up to $270 the first time. Maybe they had a non-paying buyer and they relisted it and it sold, and they have free local pickup. This item is not difficult to ship. So the like atypical buyer, right, or the avatar, you hear me talk about like the who's the absolute best buyer for this item that you're trying to sell, is not going to be afraid to pay for shipping on an item like this. Now, the thing you have to pay attention to on this Lightning McQueen Power Wheels is they're currently selling a 6-volt version. This is the 12-volt version. So I think the 6-volt version is going to get you a little bit less. 12-volt, $200, $250, $300, $350. People are going to pay $50, $60, $70 to have these shipped for sure. So if you look, there's the sold right here. This one is the 6-volt option. This is brand new, selling for $189 with free shipping, which is going to seriously cut into your margins. Always charge shipping, even on an item like this, because again, the person that ends up buying it and loving it the most is not going to care about paying for shipping. So you'll see some of the 6 volts right there. Here's the listing that the seller tried to sell his the first time around, and it didn't work out. Here is another 12 volt. You can see right here, $300. There may be some other ones that I didn't miss, but keep your eye out for sure. Lightning McQueen, still popular. The Cars franchise still doing very, very well. So if you see this item on Craigslist or a marketplace, pick it up and don't be afraid to ship it if you're able to ship these larger items physically. I understand some people have physical limitations, they can't do it, but anyway, keep your eye out for it. We'll move on to the next one, WWF. Now, the company that we're looking for here is Figures Toy Company. Now, this WWF belt sold for $575. I'm going to get you a picture of the logo. It is right here. So you see Figures Toy Company. These belts are commanding an insane dollar amount right now, and it isn't even the biggest sale that has happened in the last 2 days. If you look at the one right below it, that one sold for $1,000. The Attitude Era from 2001. Now, it is autographed. That does play into the item's value. If it wasn't autographed, you could probably still shave another $250 off. So let's call it $750 for that one. But the WWF belts from Figures Toy Company, definitely a BOLO for sure. Here's one that was a best offer. Another one best offer for $450. Let's see if we can find any other ones. Did I just go past one? There's $250 for that one. Keep your eye out for the wrestling belts for sure. This is an easy one for people that, just want to sell off like the toys that they've grown out of. This is an easy one to miss. So keep your eye out for it. Super BOLO, Figures Toy Company. Hold on to that one. We're going to move on to the next one. Is anybody else here like still super, outside of Canada, of course, still super sad that there's like no legitimate toy store to go to? Like, I can't stand the idea of going to Amazon.com for anything, because those of you that know me and know me well know that I despise that company and the individual who created it. But I don't want to shop at Walmart and I don't want to shop at Target for my toys. Like, I want to go to Toys R Us. People complain that the prices were too high and all this stuff. Say what you want about it. Those experiences with my daughters were amazing. Anyway, vintage Hot Wheels Red Lines van with Jeffrey from Toys R Us, their beloved mascot. This is certainly a BOLO. This only got one bid, and it sold for $300. But maybe that will maximize it here. Maybe that's based on the condition a little bit. It's not in mint condition. Certainly played with condition and still got $300. When I'm telling you, the Hot Wheels market, I've never seen anything like it. We'll go to the next screen. So there's the listing that you see right here. Here's one that's in even worse condition that sold for $150. Now here's one that looks like it is in much better shape. 18 bids, $585. Ladies and gentlemen, if you find the Jeffrey Van Hot Wheels, you are going to make a killing. So keep your eye out for him. Keep your eye out for it. And we'll move on to the next one. Now, this was a best offer, and someone you left me a comment, and I don't remember who the lady was. If you could please, if you're watching this one again, list the website that we can go to check the actual sales prices. It used to, Watch Count used to have that function, and I think Flipper Tools also used to have that function, but when eBay started playing with their API and not releasing the data, it made it extremely difficult to find out what the actual selling price was of items. And somebody had reached out and said, hey, go to this site and you can see the actual price. If you can pop that into the comments again, I would really appreciate it. Because this one sold for best offer and it's hard to say where it landed at. It is a vintage stretch Hulk from 1979. He is super cool looking. There are no comparable sales like it, so that's probably why it commanded the price that it did. And I mean, let's just call it $3,000. But that is an insane sale. Shout out to the seller who, 85.7, positive feedback, only 10 feedbacks, but this is a monster bolo. Let's hope it is a legitimate sale and everything went through fine, because you do not see these that often. And we'll move on to the next one. A little bit more obvious, Lego, right? But Lego Ghostbusters, this is a used set that sold for $650. Says it was built once. I am assuming it is complete. I didn't even check. And then again, no problem paying $50 plus to have this shipped. So $650 for the used version. This is where the brand new version probably settled in at somewhere around the same price. Here's one that sold for $800 with $100 to ship. That's a $900 Lego set you're looking at right there. Huge bolo. You might get lucky. Somebody might have this on Marketplace for $350 or $400 or Craigslist. Never hurts to check just to be on the safe side. Part out value is probably high as well. So even if you can find one that's incomplete and you can get the minifigures, pay attention to the part out value as well. And we'll move on to the next tab, which is Coda Playskool. The Triceratops dinosaur. This is like the 3-foot version. I don't know if there's a miniature version of this, but yeah, she's kind of large, kind of awesome, from Playskool. And this one sold for $300 with free local pickup. Don't do local pickup only. This is a bolo, as evidenced by the next page. You're going to get $300, $350, $400 for it, and the buyer is going to pay shipping. So keep your eye out for Coda. Here's one that sold for $350. One that got one bid at $380, reasonably priced shipping on that one. A lot of people offering free shipping, but again, if you guys have learned anything from me, it's stop doing that because you don't have to do that. It really cuts into your margins. So another one here for $300, another one here for $300, although this looks like that was relisted up above. And yeah, keep your eye out for her. She looks super cool. And that is going to bring us to the last one. If we've done 10, I've already lost count. Which is Teddy Ruxpin. It's the 1985 airship. And I will make the picture a little bit bigger. All of the little figures right down here. A couple more shots of the box right there. Look at that, KB Toys. If you guys are old enough like me, you remember KB Toys. I remember it very, very well. Always packed to the gills with toys when I was younger. Brings back memories. This is the airship toy model. This is most definitely a bolo. So here's that sale right there, $275. Here's one that sold for $110, and it was complete. And then one here that was, oh no, I'm sorry, this is a bundle of items here. Okay, here's the airship here for $113. This looks like the listing we just looked at, so maybe there was a non-paying buyer that they relisted it at. Here's one that was, it's brand new open box that was bid up to $315. So the prices are kind of all over the place. Put $300 on it if you've got it in your possession, or you're out at an estate sale and you happen upon it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it. Used toys from the eBay catalog. If you have sold something in and around this price range, dadplanetofficial@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. If you'd like to see more content like this, make sure you are subscribed. Hit that bell notification icon. Leave me a like if you like what you saw. Let me know in the comments if any of this made you go, oh my God, I want to go source, or oh my God, I need to go drown in my own sorrows, because I'm kind of leaning toward the latter right now. But that's it. That's all I got for you. Brendan here, Dad Planet. Always love having you. Take care of one another. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.